Hi, Tim here or from Tim's Thrifty Music. Well, you notice I didn't do a weekly finds, or don't mean weekly finds, mean a weekly spins video over the weekend because I hadn't spun much in the past week. But then yesterday afternoon, my son, for Father's Day, my son took me to my favorite record store in Rockford, and then also to Half Price Books, and I bought a lot more records there than I planned, between the two than I planned on. First of all, I'll show you the ones I got from my favorite record store, which is called Culture Shock in Rockford. Okay, this first one is the soundtrack to The Graduate, of course. For those of you that don't know, Simon and Garfunkel wrote and performed all the music for that. The next one is Alan Parsons Project, Eve. And this is from 1979, so it's something like their second album. Okay, a Bee Gees album that I didn't have in my collection that I can remember. This is the Bee Gees Spirits Having Flown. I like about all eras of the Bee Gees, but my favorite is their early stuff from the 70s. So, or don't mean from the early stuff from the 60s and early 70s is what I mean. Next up is April Wine. Well, the first two there, the Eve and should tell you this to see that the Graduate the price on was $3.99. Got 20% off that, and Eve was $6.99, and I got 20% off that. Okay, the Bee Gees. This has a red slash through it. If they had the red slash on them, they were 50% off. So this sold $3.99. I pretty much paid $2 for that. And the April Wine was $3.99, or $6.99, so I paid around $3.50 for it. And then the last one I got was another red slash one. The Cow Cells on my side. If you haven't noticed, I've been trying to pick up the Cow Cells albums. Like I have quite a few of their albums now, but I think there's still some that I haven't gotten yet. This one's from I'm not sure what year it's from even, but this is a group that the Partridge Family was modeled after. Okay, from there, my son and I went to Half Price Books, and by the records there, they had signs all over the place saying, okay, that something they had was 100 albums for $10 at sight unseen. And I was thinking, boy, that's like 10 cents an album. Even if I get some that I already have, some of them might be upgrades for what I have, and otherwise I'll be give those that I don't want, or like the duplicates, to other people. Well, so I went up, decided to go up to the counter and ask them about it. She said, yeah, for $10 you get a box of 100 records. And I said, okay, I'll take a box. Okay, I said, yeah, I like it. And then they asked how many I wanted. I said, just one for now. I don't think I could have managed coming home with more than that. So here's the box. I've done through them some, but I haven't pulled any out except for the two end ones. So I'm going to start showing you those now. Okay, the first one is Songs of Our Times, 1944. So that looks interesting. Next one is some classical. I do like classical. Battle Imperial. It's played on Jonathan Woods plays a harpsichord on it. It's a Spanish harpsichord music. Next one is Polly Bergen. Bergen sings Morgan. Some more some more classical here. That's Debussy, La Mer, and Ravel, La Valse, and or La Valse, and Valses Novels. I can't pronounce it, but it has Debussy and Ravel on it. It's conducted by Vladimir Golshman. It's a St. Louis Symphony Orchestra. Excellent. The soundtrack to the Rose with Bette Midler. I might have a copy of this already, but this one looks like in pretty nice. The cover looks like it's in pretty nice shape. Then here's a 12-inch single. It's on Atlanta artist. It's a cameo single, Life, and I've got Your Image. Next one, more symphony. It's the Boston Symphony. That's Heifetz and Munch. It's like I said, it's a Boston Symphony, and they're doing Mendelssohn Concerto in E minor, and Prokofiev Concerto number 2 in G minor. Okay, more classical. This is I have another album by this group. It's Antonio Gianigro and the Solisti de Zagar, and it's concertos for cello. And I like listening to cello music. See, like 50 years ago, I played the violin, so I did it for like 4 or 5 years, and I wasn't that good at it. But it got me to liking classical music, and this has some Polcherini in B flat, Vivaldi in D, Vivaldi in Bach in G. Okay, here's the next one. Some more classical. It's Carl Nielsen, Symphony Number 5, Op. 50. Leonard Bernstein and the New York Philharmonic. Yeah, I do like classical, so it helps. It gets to be relaxing a lot of times. Next one, it is another classical. It's Rachmaninoff Suites Numbers 1 and 2 for 2 pianos. It says Vronsky and Babin. Those are the people playing the pianos. It's Fitjev, Vronsky, and Victor Babin or Babin. Next one, Johann Strauss waltzes. I like his waltzes and his. I like a lot of his music. Next one, okay, it's Sibelius Violin Concerto, Philadelphia Orchestra with it's it says Aurelia Street, and it says Gerd Ormandy on top there. I'm not sure. I think that's the ones performing it, or the guy performing it. Next one, some more classical Brahms, Piano Concerto Number 1 by performed by Gary Grafman and the Boston Symphony and Charles Munch. Next one, some more classical. Beethoven had the complete sonatas in cello for cello and piano, and it's Paul Olewski playing the cello and Walter Hartzig playing the piano. Okay, the Manhattan Transfer Focalese. Next one is another 12-inch single. It's Houdini Friends instrumental, 5 minutes of funk instrumental. And on the other side is Friends and 5 minutes of funk. Okay, side 1's regular songs and side 2's just instrumentals. Okay, some Peter, Paul, and Mary. It's Peter, Paul, and Mary in concert, and this is one Peter, Paul, and Mary album I didn't have because I really like them. It's 2 LP. It's at gatefold. This is somebody I've never heard of, Diana Hubbard, Lifetimes. And it looks like it could be something like classical or maybe brass because they have piano, synthesizers, string bass, violas, cello, bouzouki, I don't know what that is, drums and bass for instruments on it. Okay, Earl Garner in debut with orchestra under the direction of Mitch Miller. This is Other Voices. Okay, some comedy. I think I have this one. Bob Newhart, The Button Down Mind Strikes Back. I'm pretty sure I have it. Oh boy, here's 2 of the same one. See? To Steve Martin, have Let's Get Small. Do it this way so maybe it'll go faster. Behind the Button Down Mind of Bob Newhart. This one I don't know what it is. A Pause in the Disaster. The satire of the Conception Corporation. Okay, Best of the 2,000-Year-Old Man with Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks. That should be a good one. I know this one I have, Gallant Men, with it's stories told by Senator Everett McKinley Dirksen. Okay, Amazing Grace. This is the Pipes and Drums Military Band of the Royal Scots Dragoon Guards. So I know this will be good. I might have heard some stuff off this one back in the 70s. Oh. An episode of Lowell Abner, or it says it's an original musical comedy. I remember used to reading the Lowell Abner cartoons in the newspaper. The soundtrack to Around the World in 80 Days. It's a full song spectrum record and background music featuring Michael Todd's Academy Award-winning film, music composed by Victor Young. Take this one here. Orpheus in the Underworld. It says Offenbach's AC Romp. And highlights in English. Okay, I'm not sure whether I have this one, the soundtrack to Dr. Zhivago. I know I have this one, soundtrack to Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Mainly Delaney, it's Eric Delaney and his orchestra. Looks like he plays drums. Well, Bill Davis, Melotime. This looks like it might be jazz. That's what I'm putting it under pretty much. Okay, I need to see who this. Okay, this is Family Portrait. It's on A&M. It's like it's a compilation of different artists on it at the time, and so it has like some of Herb Albert, of course, since he's one of the owners of A&M. The Sandpipers, Wes Montgomery, Chris Montez, Tamba Before, Liza Minnelli, The Merry-Go-Round, Phil Ox, Burt Bacharach, Claudine Lange, whatever, Antonio Carlos Jobim, Jimmy Rogers, Sergio Mendes in Brazil, the Baja Marimba Band, Girl, I'm Out to Get You, Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart, and the last one's by Herbie Mann also. Okay, grab out another group here. Sorry about this taking so long. I notice I'm already over 17 minutes. Okay, here's Errol Garner. Looks like it might be a self-titled one too. It says it's on Columbia. Let me see. Oh, it's a Columbia 6-eye. Trying to get it to where you can see it better. Okay, John Kirby, The Biggest Little Band, 1937 through 1941. This is 2 LP set. Looks like they might be more of a jazz band. Let's see, Hiroshima, Another Place. I haven't really heard this group, so I think I noticed another one in there too, so I'll be checking them out. The original soundtrack to Brigadoon, the original television soundtrack to Brigadoon. Cole Carter's Kiss Me Kate. It's an original television soundtrack too, also. Music from Dr. Zhivago with the 101 strings. soundtrack to The Three Musketeers. Okay. Oh my boy. Some Barbra Streisand People. The Hammered Dulcimer. I do like bluegrass music and stuff, so this might be interesting. Okay, John McCutcheon had five times at our house. It's hammered dulcimer and old time fiddle music. And I like bluegrass, so. Okay, this one I already have. It's George Winston Autumn. That's on Windham Hill. Okay, this one looks interesting. GWW seems like a freeze out. This one I have also, George Winston, Winter into Spring. It's that and that George Winter is a new age artist. John McCutcheon, Barefoot with Boots On. Or Barefoot Boy with Boots On, I should say. Here's one I already have a copy of. Dan Fogelberg and Tim Weisberg, Twin Sons of Different Mothers. This is a good album. Okay. Okay, Janita Baker, Finger Picking Dulcimer. Yes, it's a woman playing it, not that one. Okay, Jim Miller, Hills and Tollers, hammered dulcimer and guitar duets. Okay, Common Ground, Traveler's Choice. This is another Hammered Dulcimer duets by Kathleen Winters and Jim Getler or something like that. Some more Dulcimer, Lance Fortune, and it's Songs and Dances of the British Blues. So that should be interesting. British Blues done on a dulcimer. Just what they have on here. See if I recognize any. I don't. Okay, some more classical. This is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. It's Quintet in E flat major number 8 for horn, violin, 2 violas, and cello. Quintet in A major number 6 for clarinet, 2 violins, viola, and cello. And Quintet in A major for number 6 for clarinet. And it says continued. Some more classical, some more Mozart, and I really like Mozart. This one has Quintet in E for piano and winds. Oh, it looks like it might match whether it's E flat or what. Then Quintet in F for oboe and strings. Quintet in E looks like a flat again for French horn and strings. It's Franz Glaser on piano, Ray Still oboe, and John Barrow's French horn. And it's a fine arts quartet, members of the New York Wind Quintet. Boy, that had a lot of information on the front side of it. Okay, some more Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart four concertos for horn. Okay, I know I have a copy of this, so it's just seeing which ones is in better condition to my ears. This is Ronzat Taught Like a Wheel. Here's some more Mozart performed by the Chicago Symphony Orchestra with Sir George Solti as conductor. They play Symphony Number 38, Prague and Prager, and Symphony Number 39. Okay, some more classical. George Frederick Handel, Water Music. Let's see who it's performed by. It's a Hague Philadelphia Orchestra with Pierre Boulez as conductor. Oh boy, more Barbra Streisand. It's the title of it's Barbara Joan Streisand. Also more Dulcimer Pacific Rim Dulcimer Project. Some more Dulcimer, The Living and Breathing Wind, The Living and the Breathing Wind. It's by Kevin Roth. Let me check my phone real quick. I'll be right back. Be right back. I'm just replying to a text. Sorry about that. My brother texted me seeing if I had just try calling my dad. So my dad's having a pacemaker put in this morning. He's in surgery right now, so sorry about taking so long there. Okay, the next one is Patrick Ball, Celtic Harp Volume 2, From a Distant Time. Or Celtic Harp, I should say. Okay, more classical. Andreas Segovia, the intimate guitar too. He's playing some Bach and on here, and some Soar it looks like, and Molita. I know I'm probably murdering some of these names. Liro Diaz, 400 years of classical guitar. Franz Joseph Haydn, Concerto for Organ and Orchestra in G minor, and Sinfonia. It's a Sinfonia concert for violoncello, oboe, bassoon, and orchestra also on there. And nocturnes in C and G. It's led by the chamber orchestra of this air or SAR, conducted by Carl Ristenport. Julian Briand, classic guitar, or classical. Okay, some more Peter Ball, classic or Celtic harp. The music of Turlough or Turlough. That name I just can't pronounce. Some more Celtic harp here. You notice there's a lot of classical in here, but I don't mind that. Okay, 4 quartets for flute and string. It's Ball's stuff by Mozart, number 1 in D major, number 2 in G major, number 3 in C major, and number 4 in A major. And it's played, it has, looks like Fowl, Birkenland flute, and Arn Kraki violin. Herman Holm Anderson viola, and Dolph Peterson plays the cello. Boy, I've already gone a half hour here. Sorry about this. Mozart Serenade, number 10 in B flat. I'll just have to shorten these down with classical and ultimate concertos by Haydn. I noticed there's water damage to the cover, so. Okay, Linda Ronstadt's greatest hits. I know I have this one. It's soundtrack to Chariots of Fire, music done by Vangelis or Vangelis. I have this one, Christopher Cross, his first self-titled album. It's more Dulcimer, Lowe's, Hornbostel, Viva Dulcimer. Okay, I have this one, Anne Murray, Christmas. I do have this one, but I think there's some problems with it. This is this other Hillman Furry Band. I have this one, Kenny Rogers, We've Got Tonight. And I have this one, Kenny Rogers, Eyes I'd Seen in the Dark. Well, the past few I bought, my copies I bought when they first came out. Okay. This says the new smash hit by Love by C.C. Peniston, with the incredible mixes by David Morales and Junior Vasquez. Okay, the best of Roy Rogers. And Kenny Rogers, 10 Years of Gold. We're getting there. I think I'm over halfway through it now. Okay, the Oak Ridge Boys Greatest Hits. I know I have this one. This is, so I'll be checking them out. Regina, Baby Love. Looks like it's a 12-inch single. It says dub mix. Okay, it's Midnight Star, Midas Touch, and it's Midas Touch is what it is. Okay. Chico DeBarge, Talk to Me. Poppin' J's, Fort Elvis. Looks like this is like a 12-inch single. And the cover's not too good on here, but it's an Elvis one. And there's some, I have some Elvis, but I don't have this one. This is You'll Never Walk Alone. I know I have this one. It's Cat Stevens, Catch Ball at 4. I have this one, Kenny Rogers, Kenny. Juice Newton, Juice. I have this one, Kenny Rogers and Dottie West. Classics. And this is Rod McEwen, Through European Windows. I have this one. It's a Walter Murphy Band, The Fifth of Beethoven. Ooh. Bob Welch, the other one. This is an album of his that I didn't have, so that puts another one of his albums I may watch. Okay, some more classical. Tchaikovsky, Pathetic You Symphony by the Boston Symphony Orchestra with Munch. Okay. A Folkways record. Pete Seeger with banjo and 12-string guitar. The Golden Age of Benny Goodman. Earl Dow presents Spiral T. Agnew. Is a right. It's a riot. I'm not. Yeah, Earl Spiral T. Agnew is a riot. Starring Stanley Myron Handelman. So that will be an interesting one to listen to, I think. Former Vice President with Nixon. Okay, Peter Frampton. This is where I should be. From from '79. That's one I don't have of his. Mike Finnegan, Black and White. Don't know who he is. Oh, Apollo Abdul album with no cover. That's a 12-inch single. Opposites Attract. On both sides. Okay. Next one is George Howard. Looks like it might be jazz. Looks like it's clarinet. Okay, Hiroshima Go. Kenny G Dual Tones. KTEL compilation. Starflight. This Sad Eyes by Robert John, Lead Me On by Maxine Nightingale, Mama Can't Buy You Love by Elton John, Does Your Mother Know by ABBA, Blue Morning Blue Day by Foreigner, I Want You to Want Me by Cheap Trick, I Can't Stand It No More by Peter Frampton, Pop Music by Making It by David Naughton, Heaven Must Have Sent You by Bonnie Pointer, When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman by Dr. Hook, Stumbling In by Susie Quattro and Chris Norman, Reunited by Peaches and Herb, Do It or Die by Atlanta Rhythm Section, Boogie Wonderland by Earth, Wind and Fire, and last but not least, Ain't No Stopping Us Now by McFadden and Whitehead. So, full of late 70s hits. Okay, this one is Mongo Santa Maria, Feeling Alright. And Sidran, The Doctor Is In. Cedar Walton, Soundscapes. Arthur Prysock, This Is My Beloved. The Best of the Manhattan Transfer. El Caiolo, Soft Guitars. Engelbert Humperdinck, This Moment in Time. Engelbert Humperdinck, Last of the Romantics. The Ray Charles Singers, Forever Years. The Best of Glenn Miller. Herb Albert, 9th. Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass, South of the Border. Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass, SRO. Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass, What Now My Love. And here's another copy of that one. Mary Travers and Peter, Paul and Mary, Morning Glory. Great Price, Collector's Choice. More encore, let me make sure, more encore of Golden Hits, The Platters. I know I have this one. This is Kay Rogerson, the first edition, Ruby Don't Take Your Love to Town. That one I have another copy. It's Kenny Rogers, Daytime Friends. You saw this one a little bit ago. See, and I think I showed you this one a little bit ago, and I know I have a copy of it already. Okay, Peter, Paul and Mary, See What Tomorrow Brings. And another copy of it right here. Peter, Paul, and Mommy. And the last one is Expose. Sorry about taking so long with this video, but I had a lot of albums to show you. That there was quite a bit in that box of 100 albums. So I better stop it here. So until next time, take it easy and keep on rocking.